Welcome back, students. Today we will be starting the new chapter, data handling. First, we need to know what is data handling. Data handling refers to the process of gathering, recording, and presenting information in a way that is helpful to others, for instance, in graphs or charts. It is also sometimes known as statistics and will often come across it in the study of both mathematics and science. Data means information. Data is actually an information. Information can be shown as charts, tables, and graphs. You might have seen this in books, on the television, on the internet, or in the newspapers as well. Interpreting data means working out what the information is telling you. And in this video, we will see the same, that with the help of the given data or with the help of the given graph, we will try to answer few questions with the help of the information which the graph will reflect to us. There are many types of data handling like bar graph, pictograph, line graph, histogram, CF tables and graphs, frequency distribution, etc. etc. In this chapter, we are going to deal with only the bar graphs. And suppose a bar graph is given, and with the help of that bar graph, with the help of the information which is given in the bar graph, we will be answering few questions. That means how to get out the informations which are represented in the bar graph. You can see a bar graph is given on the screen which shows the mode of transport of the students coming to the school. Some students come by car, some by train, some by bus, some by bicycle, and some by just walking itself. Here, the vertical axis is called the y-axis, which indicates the number of students who go through different mode of transportation. And the horizontal axis is the x-axis, where the different mode of transportation are marked. Generally, when we draw a bar graph on a bar graph copy, we don't need to color the bar as shown here. Instead, we can just shade it with the pencil. Here the different bar are colored so that it is easier for us to understand it. That's the main reason. Maintaining the equal gap between the bars and equal width of the bar are necessary to follow when we draw a bar graph as shown here. Let us start solving few questions given here with the help of the bar graph. The first question is asking us to find the number of students who ride their bicycle to the school. You can just see the graph. We see that the pink colored bar shows the top end at 30 with respect to the y-axis. Hence, 30 students ride their bicycle to the school because that particular bar is representing the total number of students who come to the school by bicycle. Hence, those total number of students are 30. Hence, the answer for our first question is 30 students. Students, let us move on to our next question here. The second question asks us in which mode of transport among bicycle and car number of students is more. In the graph, we see that the pink colored bar represents the bicycle, which is indicating the number of students as 30, and the sky blue colored bar represents the car whose top end indicates the number of students as 10. Hence, students coming from bicycle are more than compared to the students coming from car. Now, how many more students are coming? That is 30 minus 10, which is equals to 20. Hence, 20 students coming from bicycle are more than compared to the students coming from car, which is our answer to the second question here. Let us move on to our third question here, which is asking us to find the number of students who come by bus rather than taking a train. The purple colored bar represents the number of students who come by bus, which is indicating here as 35. You can see the purple colored bar at the third position in the graph given here. On the other hand, the light brown color bar, which is at the second last position here in the graph, represents the number of students who go by train, which is 20 as shown in the given figure. We see here that the number of students coming by bus is more than the number of students coming by train by 35 minus 20, which is equal to 15. Hence, 15 students are more who come by bus rather than that of train. Hence, our answer is 15. Let us move on to our fourth question here. The fourth question is about finding the number of students who ride in a car to the school. Here in the graph, it is represented by blue bar, which is present at the last position in the graph given here, which shows that the number of students ride by car is 10. That means 10 number of students are coming from the car to the school. The next question is about in the next question we are asked to find the number of students who take the train and walk to the school combined. Thus, we need to find the total number of students who come to school by train and walking both. The light brown bar represents the number of students who come by train, which is 20, and the green bar represents the number of students who come by walking, which here it is indicating it as 40. Hence, the total number of students coming by both train and walk to school combinedly is 20 plus 40, which is equals to 60. Hence, our answer is 60 students which are coming both by train and walking combinedly. Let us move on to our next question, student, here. The last question it is, the last question of the graph given here, which asks us to find the mode of transport by which most of the students get to school. From the graph, we can see that the green bar is the longest bar with compared to all other here. The top end of the green bar represents the 40 number of students who come by walking to the school, which is the maximum in the graph given here. So we see that the number of students who come to the school by maximum in number is by walking, represented by the green bar, which is present at the first position here in the graph. Finally, we have went through minute details of every question and answered them in elaborate manner. We saw that all questions here where we answered were completely graph oriented. The bar graph is thus a beautiful representation of any specific information based on our daily life. Understanding the bar graph is itself an easiest way to get grip on all those informations which the bar graph is providing. Hope this particular bar graph, which was explained in the video, has given you the concept of way of understanding any standard bar graph, which would help you to solve the various bar graph questions from your exercise. With the hope you all have enjoyed the explanation and understood it very well, I end up my video here.